Welcome, welcome one and all of our racing fans, all of our community, all of the Star Citizen universe. Welcome to the May 2049 Star Racing Cup. As you can see, today's schedule says Series 1, we are going to be having our open class racing on Rickard Memorial, and we're going to be seeing some very cool races here, hopefully some high-octane action, a lot of collisions, a lot of passing each other back and forth, and as we know from our previous series, that is extremely likely to actually happen. Over here, we can take a look at what it is our racers are going to be looking for. The ships will be announced later, but actually we're just saying this right now. We know what the ships are going to be. For our open class, we're going to be talking about Rickard Memorial. This is our first round of races. We're going to have 6 racers, so 2 sets of semifinals before moving on to those finals, and the ships we'll be seeing here, it is so hard to break it down. Basically, we'll be seeing anything that is not an M50 and is not a Razor. And these racers are going to be competing for their first prize of $25 on the RSI store, $20 for second place, and $10 for our third place winner. And here we go. Let's cut on over to the race, and there should be audio coming through from the race. Hold on a second. Looks like we have lost audio from our camera operator, but this is the camera that we're going to be looking at. In the future races, we will have a slightly better perspective. I apologize that this is what we have and this is what we can work with, but you can see those wonderful... Oh, and they disappeared. As you cannot see, those beautiful, beautiful yellow dots traveling around the map are going to be our racers. Hopefully we will get our standings back in a second. Here, hold on. Let's take a look at the game again, possibly. Let's take a look at this. There we go. Beautiful. Game did not crash, but we do have X Prime taking the early lead. This is the first lap, so well done to X Prime for stepping out there, getting into that lead very, very quickly. Then we have Chachi-san, or Chachi Sanchez, coming up in the second place. It looks like they might actually be a little bit close behind Chachi Sanchez, or behind X Prime. And then we have Iolos Twitch taking up the rear. Marathos, of course, thank you very much, Marathos, for being our observer. This is a job that we always need to have, and Marathos did step up right in the last couple of minutes to be able to do this. And X Prime, it looks like, oh no, Iolos, it looks like they did crash into a building and exploded, so that's going to cost them. I don't know really if they're going to be able to catch up there, and it looks like they're just heading around the top turn in the early middle portion of this map. Remember in that earlier video we were watching, we talked about traveling up through those huge amounts of buildings that are really tightly packed after the large swoop downwards. It looks like they may have gotten caught up just after exiting there, unfortunately. And there we have X Prime with 1 minute, 34 seconds, 35 milliseconds, heading down into those exact buildings that we were just talking about. And then Chachi Sanchez coming up relatively close behind, only about 15 seconds after, at 1 minute, 50 seconds and 66 milliseconds. Those audio cues are just terrifying me. I almost, that actually scared me. But we have X Prime heading off after that first very long curve, that first portion of this map, and it looks like Chachi Sanchez is starting to get a little bit caught up there. Looks like they may have gotten stuck in between a couple of buildings, and they are just curving around those. Oh, and there you go. We can see Chachi Sanchez did, in fact, get caught up in those buildings, exploded, but there they go. You can see them spawning back in, right in the right-hand side of your screen, that little triangle there. The upside down triangle, rather, that we can see flying up towards the 5th or so ring that we have in this map. Score 1 for the apartment buildings of death. Yes, the apartment buildings of death. In fact, it looks like we might be having score 2 for the apartment buildings of death coming up soon. Chachi Sanchez having a little bit of trouble, looking like they've lost a little bit of control up there. But there they are. Looks like we have that again. X Prime coming through with their second lap. This is 1 minute, 29 seconds, 10 milliseconds. So very well done on them, cutting a couple of, almost 5 seconds off of their time. Or actually a total of 5 seconds off of their time. Iolos coming through with the end of their first lap, 3 minutes, 13 seconds, and 50 milliseconds. Apologies for that. 3 minutes 13 seconds is not a terrible time, but unfortunately there they go crashing into the buildings once again. It looked like that was right in about the same location. And I believe that Rumgood, you are absolutely correct. We should be betting on how many kills the buildings will get. Maybe in our next tournament we'll have a counter in the corner just to keep track of how deadly are these buildings. And actually, that'd be interesting to find out. What is the most commonly crashed into building on this map? We should have X Prime coming relatively soon into the final lap here. 1 minute 29 seconds and 10 milliseconds is their current time. And here we go. Marathos taking a good look at that final finishing line area there. Iolos Twitch, unfortunately, continuing to crash into those buildings. This new model is extremely tough. And Curly SC saying, can't we get some camera angles from Marathos? I think that as we move forward, we'll start being able to add more camera angles. But here you go. We have one beautiful camera angle right here, taking a look at that beginning portion of the map. And, ooh, beautiful, beautiful view of X Prime coming across the finish line, crashing directly into that finish post. And then there we go. It looks like we had Chachi Sanchez coming through at the end of their second lap. Still, their best lap is 1 minute, 50 seconds, 66 milliseconds. And Iolos Twitch continuing to just collide with buildings. Unfortunately, having a little bit of trouble traveling around this map. And yes, of course, thank you very much, Marathos, for that alternate view. Chachi Sanchez still traveling here. You can see X Prime just at the top of our screen here is hanging out. The race is over. They've probably actually lost control of their ship now that I really genuinely think about it. Video and sound is great. Thank you very much, Sigelian. Glad to hear it. And here we have the race ending with X Prime with a total time of 4 minutes, 30 seconds, and 47 milliseconds. Their best lap being 1 minute, 27 seconds on the dot. No milliseconds there. So, congratulations to our winner of this race. 4 minutes, 30 seconds, 47 milliseconds. X Prime, well done. Second place, Chachi Sanchez, unfortunately, has a time of did not finish. And Iolos Twitch has a high score of most crashes in the game. So there you go. Wonderful. Most crashes, best time, and completed the most amount of laps. That's perfect. Excellent. Thank you very much to our racers. Good game to all of those. Some very cool shots there of that beautiful explosion there from X Prime in that race.
Genau.
Looks like we are having our interview with X Prime. He is here with us along with Obi Notice to help out with the translation. So we'll just get started here. So, hello, X Prime. Congratulations on your win. The first thing to ask is, how do you feel?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I feel good. Yeah, the race was good. The other drivers was good. You know, good fair play, good game.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, that was an interesting race. You took a very early and very strong lead there. That was quite well done, really. So what do you think is the most important thing to do at the beginning of the race to get that early lead?
Ovinus?
Du hast sehr schnell die Führung übernommen. Wie fühlst du dich darüber, dass du die Führung so schnell übernommen hast?
I'm fine. Not so good. Our racers nearby me. I wish me the races.
More competition?
Genau, more competition. More fight was very better.
Okay, that's fair. Good to hear. Just fly well and you'll do well, I suppose. This is what we can take away from that. That's great to hear. So I see that you're from Merck Corp. What is it that Merck Corp specializes in? Like, what do you do?
Worin ist die Merck-Kooperation spezialisiert und was macht ihr?
Schwierig, ja. Not specialized. From Mercury, Mining, Economy, Ding, Minern, was heißt Begleitschutz?
They do escorts, they plan to do.
Genau, Escort-Schiff. Ja.
Marines.
Thank you very much. It looks like we may have our next race actually starting at this moment. So thank you so much for your input, and we're gonna pop over there. Congratulations again, X Prime. Yeah, enjoy your victory.
Aber Racers, good luck.
All right, thank you. Have a good one. Hey there. If you enjoyed that and you feel like you still need some adrenaline in your system, feel free to check us out over there at our Twitch, our Twitter, our YouTube, and on our website. Enjoy the races.